28th December, I told my guy that we are to challenge ourselves to make a net worth of like 20 million naira by this December.
Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have another guest in the house for our story sharing section. We have a badass developer and designer. So I'm making videos in backspace. So I will need you to meet him yourself when he introduces himself. First, welcome you to the pleasure is mine. So let's get to know you.
Okay, my name is Joshua, and I'm a software.
Let's speak up another one you
Okay, so my name is Joshua. Okay, Joshua is a Chiku. I'm a software developer, and based in over here, I work remotely. I work remotely for companies based in Canada and in Nigeria. Okay, and what I do is full stack web development and mobile development. For mobile, I use React Native, and for web, I use most of the frameworks in the JavaScript ecosystem. Okay, so my strongest suits in the web development space would be React and Node.js on the backend. Yeah. Oh, I think that's what I was doing.
that. So that's so this is your skill or is your talent. I don't know what to call it now. I guess it's skill or work. So how did you get started? Is that you went to a programming school or how did you learn all this?
Okay. For me, I said my tech journey way back, right? And I would say I started while I was still in secondary school, but as at that time I wasn't really doing tech per se. I was mainly clicking on to things I watch and then try to do all this hacking. Okay, when you watch movies and then you go online, you try to look for how to hack this person's phone, how to hack this person's this thing, and all that. So I was just intrigued with how the internet worked at that time, and it was still fairly new because there was not much people to ask questions, right? And I think I was in a league of my own there. But the idea of being this badass guy that would just do like this and bring down a bunch of system was intriguing to me. So, but for you, I started my tech journey in 2017. So I think I kicked off with HTML, and then it got to a point where I tried to hack. And I was starting to ask myself, okay, if I'm doing this hacking of it, don't I want to know how these things are built, how these websites are built? So it clicked out, the curiosity in me, and then I decided to learn how web mobile apps are built, so that I will be able to use that knowledge to be better at the so-called hacking. But venturing into it in 2017, I said with HTML, so far I think I'm just enjoying the process, and I've forgotten about the hacking, and I'm more of a builder right now.
Like this.
You can done with the story after. So yeah.
This your journey. I know that there are some specific stories that remain unique to you. That's okay. These stories that touch. I don't know. Have you had any experience that looks so unique that you like to share with people? Or maybe a downfall or a success story or something that is so remarkable that you don't just do that.
Okay. I think one of my favorite stories I like to tell people about is when I was still in newbie in tech, and I built the website. I told the client somebody that wanted the website. I told him that I'm going to give him a website, and I ended up building that whole website to only just the front end and gave him this illusion that it had a back end. As at that time, I did not know what backend was really, what it had to do. So I just found ways to store data on the browser. Very good looking site. You would not even think that this site did not have a backend. It was funny, and I'm fond of telling you with this story, and which is why I always tell people that before you get jobs, be sure that you are counted, that you follow the roadmap, that you went online, follow the roadmap, know what you should know. So that at that time when you build something, it's not substandard, and then it doesn't hinder work coming from you in the future from that particular source. Yeah, because it's somebody that you do a job for today that would refer more people. And if you have blocked that part, you will have to look for other sources. Right? Then until you can prove yourself that that guy, if he doesn't have an alternative, will come back to you. Right? Yeah, that's my story from now.
I I don't know how did you do it? Because looking at I feel like okay, I see that this is a very young guy. I know you're not up to 30. You're not up to and I know you're touching some jobs. You're doing how did you do it?
Okay.
What's the motivation? Let me just ask, what's the motivation? What motivated me?
What's my motivation? You know of Elon Musk now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big motivation, big name. And I think one other person that really inspired me was Mark Zuckerberg. Initially, I was all about this guy and, trying to be like him and all that. And, wanted to build, grow a company or become $1 million. Although I'm still in that track, but I mean, he was my driving force at that point. And then when my motivation for him began to fade out, I said it was because he's somebody that is far, right? And I would say at this point I don't have access to him, so I needed somebody that I could access, somebody that would motivate me, because in this world of tech, you need to know that you're not the only one. Tech is a community, because the package I'm using today was developed by another person some months ago, some years ago, depending. And so I was fortunate to hop on TikTok, and then I started seeing devs, because for my TikTok I was always interested in tech, and I started searching tech. And from there, TikTok algorithm just rewarded me with some tech guides, and I followed one particular person. This person was Gazi Jai. She's a female. Yeah. So I looked through her portfolio, I looked through her school, I found that at that point we're in the same level, in school, but based on like the license there, she graduated 2 years before me. So funny story. And so but when I found her, I went to her portfolio, I saw her skills, and I told myself like, if she's doing this thing, and she's based in Canada before I forget. So I was like, if she's doing this thing, she's my level mate. She probably not, okay, if she's older than me, probably not too old. And if by the same way, by me, it's something that is challenging. So I told myself that these skills are her portfolio, I want to do it, right? So I worked towards learning what she had, every single thing she had on her portfolio. I had to like learn it. I just saw her, and I knew that I wanted to be like her. Right? And it's always good to know somebody. And because Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know what he codes. The only thing we know is that Facebook was built with PHP some years back. We don't know what he's doing now. We don't even know if he still posts. But this was something that I could relate to. Somebody that I could see her TikTok every day. Somebody made them, and I liked what she had. Like, although she kept improving, and I was doing the catching up, right? Because I found all this later. And yeah, I think where I was now really motivated was doing that process of following her. After she finished school, she landed a job at Amazon. Right, and I was super impressed. And I say I wanted to do this, and I went on it. I the hunger increased. I wanted to do this. This is somebody, she's in Amazon. And then she got masters in Oxford University, I think. I think that is in, I don't know, UK or US. I don't know where the jumpy one she is. So, but I think she's a big motivation to me.
So you actually end that just learning that skill, or you wait for that. If that was going to this. I know there are the newbies who are watching you at this point, and they will say like, okay, this guy is my motivation. I would like to get the skills. I was going to program. I was going to development. I was going to tech. So whatever you want to do, his design either gets in or he gets a nice roadmap. Yeah. So if you have a set and roadmap, you can share with them so we can they don't just keep learning from their experience. They just learn and start doing things just like.
Okay. I think if you want to be like me, I want to spend lesser number of years or months to be like me. And I think the first thing you should learn is HTML, and then you move to CSS. Once you're done with CSS, you move to JavaScript, and then that will cover your whole front-end space. And you should learn this JavaScript so well that any framework you touch, you should be able to do it. Because a lot of people will just learn the basics of JavaScript and then do React or Vue or Angular, and then they start saying things that will start making them question their existence. And then they start asking questions like, "Oh, is this the right pipe for me?" You know, and it's funny because I had that experience once where I learned JavaScript and I wanted to be a mobile, so I just pure React Native. You get, when I went there, all the instructions I was there was based on React. Like they would expect you to know React, right? So they'll not be talking to you like you are a beginner in this space. So when I got there, I started questioning my existence. I had to close that thing, rested for like a month. Came back and said I will do this React Native. And then I came back again, React Native didn't work. I went online and I started searching. Well, what should I learn for him? And then, people started saying React. Although, when I say React, they told me that I could learn it without React. But then, I started seeing users to learn this thing. Right? So I had to go and learn. So I think that if you're going to be following that path to be a mobile, if you want to use React Native, you should go to React. After you learn JavaScript, go to React and then React Native. Frameworks you could pick up in the process of doing all this are Next.js, and then there's Next.js for backend, and then there's Express.js. You could also explore Vue just so you understand, the difference between, similar frameworks in JavaScript or two different frameworks in JavaScript. Angular is something that is widely used among Nigerian banks, and if you're interested, you could also, look into that.
Yeah. So I'm actually pushed to ask you this question. Well, what was your next one?
My answer was at this point, the funniest thing is at the beginning of last year December, I told my guy that we had to challenge ourselves to make a net worth of like 20 million naira by this December.
What was your net worth?
My answer was at this point, the funniest thing is at the beginning of this year, last year December, I told my guy that we had to challenge ourselves to make a net worth of like 20 million naira by this December. We told ourselves, we had a conversation, and we're still in October. So I don't know if it's a nice time to answer that question. But I mean, I would estimate myself to have a net worth of, because net worth is measured on what you have at the moment. Cash flow, your gadgets, your income stream, and all other properties you have. So I would give myself a method of, I haven't calculated everything, but at the top of my head, I'm looking at 5 to 10 at the top of my head. I think
So I'm really excited you came around and shared your story with us. So and another thing I would like to know is, are there communities who would like to advise these guys how to go into this, to follow a tech community that will help them build their life and build their skills? you have them want to share?
Okay, I think I really encourage youngsters to partake in tech events and follow up on technologies and their space. And one that really helped me is Google developers GDSC, right? GDSC photo, GDSC or GDSC is so I joined this campus course and it was really fantastic for me. I think my first job was posted on a GDSC WhatsApp group chat. So I just saw it and I applied and they called me straight for interview and boom, I got it. The second job, same group, and that was, I think my first two jobs were from GDSC plus on this it was just me applying.
So shout out to GDSC, we actually go my first job for GDSC. So that's for somehow there's too much. I don't know why this way. Another last thing I would like to ask you is, doing this your journey, whether I want just in metal way, other challenges you met, maybe as a Nigerian or as a personal challenges for family life or whatever.
I think my major challenge was having having no money, having nobody to support me. Because I remember going one day, meeting one of my uncles, so I wanted to start in cyber cafe. Like, she helped me with about 80,000. So that I buy some more that because I had been saving all my years in school for a grip time. I got a grip time, so I needed to find the way I attached to a shop. So I told him I needed 80,000. So I think it was I economy was still good there. This was like 2020. Right, so I told him, and he actually told me, he said explaining his family problems for me. So I think it's obvious that money was my problem.
Yeah.
And another of my problem was light, because it's not enough to not.
I don't like the general problem.
If you're not in Nigeria and you're watching this, I think it's bad. So you have to buy fuel or you buy gen if you don't have gen. If you don't have gen, you are looking at either buying gen or meeting somebody that has gen, and every day you go to his place, charge your go back, that kind of thing. And that was more of everything. Right? Sometimes I will go to this person's place, I go to no place, just try to find a way to source out light. And if I was in a place where there was no light, I would lay carry this script to the point that I had to draw wire, right? Because in our house, right, we were just living in a kind of like an uncompleted building, right? So we don't have electricity whatsoever. We don't even wire the house at that time. So I met a neighbor that had a shop near us, and she had neighbor. So I begged her one certain point. I told her, let me just connect my extension to your socket and draw it inside of my window. And she agreed. So I just plug my extension. I built my extension, added multiple extensions, you have to get what I did to my own. But it did not last too, because I did third day or so, she was not like, and when I was start paying the money, and I don't have money at that time, so it was really from great to fine.
Wow, it's like a business story. So whatever you want to attain, okay, whatever heights you want to attain, you don't see challenges as hindrance, yeah. See them as opportunities, motivation, I think. So we are really excited to have you in our program. We are really excited that you came around to share your story to motivate us. So that's you have to do. You have to drop your social media handles for people that want to get to you, link for mentorship, for gigs. I know that people have gigs, so I want to do that's your social media handles. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, something like that.
Okay, on Twitter, my handle is at Amici Izu 1. So at
Amici Izu 1 on Twitter.
Yeah, and on Instagram at Joshua Izu.
At Joshua Izu on Instagram.
No, sorry, at I am Joshua _ Joshua Izu.
Okay, underscore Joshua Izu. I'll play with it.
Same for TikTok. I am _ Joshua Izu.
So at this point, I feel we are done with the educative parts, fun. Now let's head over to the game section. But before that, I would like to ask, because I know that there are some single ladies watching this. Are you thinking like a market?
Lead a lot of watching job.
Sorry, about the market. So this game section. So we'd like you to just brief. Do 2 things for us. First, you tell us. You say 4 things. That means inside that 4 things, 3 should be true and 1 should be a lie. When are you ever started? So 3 should be true and 1 should be a lie. So we just need to get some for our viewers.
The true and the lie. Can I say it random?
You can say the random.
Play clothes or online. True. Anything. If I shouldn't be a personal question.
I get what's personal, but just that is and more fun.
Okay. Nice. I don't want to let it open up my head. I need to open up my head. But okay, let's start with what? Okay, has to be 1 lie. Can I make it 2 lies? What that shape? I make it 2 lies. Okay, so I use boats to come here today.
One.
I grew up in Port Harcourt.
So,
I was born in Lagos. Okay. Well, the 4th one. I was also doing the back.
So if you guessed right, let's get the lie and the truth. So thanks for being here. Thanks for honoring our invitation. And sorry, I forgot the last one. Another just can you do a sign language and say something why the viewers celebrate and understand what to say. Let's a bit. That's the deal. Section. So this, at this point, they said that whatever you need, when you get something, you have to show appreciation. That, and this is me actually gifting a millionaire. You know what it is there. I'm like a millionaire mystery box. So this is a little gift, a little token from us to you. What do you think? What do you think is inside the box?
Watch this one. I mean,
I would never buy inside this box. It's a normal tradition that you take it in the show. If it's edible, you eat it there. If it's melody, you put it down. So let's open the box. Let's see what.
Hope it's something good.
Just guess what the things that is in it.
It has the light off.
Let's have it.
Oh my god. Good finish up. Be squishy full.
Oh yeah, gifting a million. Then you open it and you
Stop saying this, you do that too much.
best.
You know, that's someone that asked me, I said, dog. I'm not here to do
So let's be this.
Wow. So I know this is the couple. This is like everything up research. I have some, that was all the money commands. And I've been tweeted it.
Guys, he both so coming thanks for sharing yesterday's post. So viewers, stay locked up, follow us, share, like, and comment. Share to your friends to get more content like this. I still remain your favorites, The Wicked Designer. See you next time. Bye for now.